before that, welcome to the UDP broadcast, a podcast where a group of friends get together and offer both informed and uninformed opinions. I'm Luminari, and I'm accompanied today by my co-hosts, the Nordic Cajun.
UDP podcast, where we get on time, 100% of the time, 10% of the time.
It's the first one of the year. We're allowed to be late. I mean, Yep. For the Eternal Barcode, I'm me.
Hello, everybody. I am once again on the internet with my announcer voice. Welcome to the UDP broadcast. Hope you have a great time tonight.
And from the Emerald Dream and other sundry, what do I see here? Classic servers, Reina, the Crit Chicken.
Yeah, but now I have a better mic, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, but different mic, same bad jokes. Just wait for what's in store for 2024.
Okay, we live for the jokes in this. We stand for them.
We're at episode 55. So
Wait. You forgot one thing.
Oh,
what?
Ping it.
Oh,
yes, the Trevor Project. So, just a quick thing here. All the ads you watch and all the donations you give and all that fun stuff, bits and subs and all that stuff, 10% of all that goes to the Trevor Project. And hopefully, no unrecognized command. Fantastic. So basically, the Trevor Project.
Hold on.
Wow. It is the first one of the year. Jesus Christ.
There we go. I got it for you.
The Trevor Project is the leading organization working to end LGBTQ youth suicide in the US and beyond. The non-profit operates several programs to help prevent and respond to the public health crisis of LGBTQ youth suicide, including 24/7 free crisis services, research, advocacy, education, and peer support.
Thank you, Ping.
Needs more ping.
Needs more ping. Yep, so that's it. So anything that we collect outside of whatever's on the sub button right now, 10% of everything goes to the Trevor Project. In fact, last year we were able to donate about $650 to the Trevor Project, which is pretty good for a first run. So I'm very proud of us for that one. Yeah. So good stuff.
Big time plays.
That's what I'm saying.
So our goal this year is to beat that.
We're like a company, but nicer.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck sound was that?
It's a good job.
Good job. Okay.
We will break IME before the month's over.
Oh yeah.
I just want off this planet. I'm done.
I did pitch something good at work though.
Oh.
So for sustainability stuff and environmental, I guess, beautification project or whatever, I pitched like in the future that like people on their off days could see about banding together and cleaning up my town and then recycle what we actually get from it, that can be recycled, and then whatever profit we get from that, we can actually put it towards charities and stuff like that.
Mm.
Oh, very nice.
That is fantastic, lady.
So it's a double shot of good stuff.
Yay.
Good stuff. So here we are, episode 55. First episode of the new year. We are artificially infused this time because it seems like there's a lot of artificial intelligence stuff going on. And let me go pick one. And before we get into the thing that was brought up earlier today.
Stick his hand in the hat and pick a topic. Let's go.
Pretty much. Apparently, SAG-AFTRA announces ethical AI agreement with Replica. And I remember when that erupted on Twitter, it was nobody asked for it at all. They were like, because they were like, yeah, no, the people who are affected by AI, whatever, have all agreed to these terms, and the people that are actually affected by the AI intervention were like, we didn't agree to this. What is this?
Yep.
So,
not
There's
a
people
single
making
one.
money off of AI. I mean, look at Amaranth. Her got what, $40,000 in her first 24 hours or whatever.
Well, dang.
Jesus Christ.
We in our own business, apparently.
She can get older, but her AI can keep people up for longer than she's going to be around.
Giggity.
Ah, boo. Boo.
Pretty
It's going to
much.
keep bringing in the money.
Well,
No,
yeah.
like, hey, if you can chase the money, chase the money. Nothing wrong with that.
Make that
Just
bag.
that joke is just ugh.
Well, I mean, then again, like she's approved all of that. It's all her. It's all her
Yeah,
content. So you know, at that particular
absolutely.
point, you know, it's artificially intelligencing, you know, what viewers might want to see. So
No, and like I said, I don't have a problem with that. It's go chase the money, but it's the joke. Ugh. The bad joke
I
is what I was
told
dying
you
about.
that we're going to have bad jokes into the new year. Nothing changes with me.
No.
Jeez.
That is
Two
very true.
two things don't change: crits, jokes, and war. And that's just the standard.
You're not wrong. And taxes, they don't change. Well,
That's death and tax. That's a different joke.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so that's a thing. So the Actors Guild is like, WTF, or the Actors Guild is like, we're gonna do this, and the actors are like, WTF? What are you even here
For
for?
BTF, Mike.
Yeah.
So that's really all we got to say about that. I'm not a voice actor. I'm not affected. But then again, we have enough voice samples out there. People could AI us to death.
Very true.
Hmm.
Very true. There could be
Unless
millions.
I actually say it, fuck you. And if it sounds like me, I probably did not say it.
There's probably going to be like a million barcodes with artificial intelligence out there that we don't even know about.
God damn it.
Well, the beautiful part about this is, well, I guess they put whatever we want on top of our nondescript mouth movements whenever we talk.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter at this point. They'll probably use us for Bitcoin or something like that.
Ew.
Ugh.
At least use me for like a sex toy.
You know,
Seriously, if you're gonna use my
know.
voice,
Did you imagine?
you know,
if you're gonna use my voice, use it at least in a sex toy, because then it at least is funny.
well, there is a
And
couple.
speaking of
You
sex
are
toys,
Yeah,
Shaped
there's.
like one.
speaking of sex toys, there's one that is allegedly supposed to help with premature ejaculation.
And you should apply for it because Mehixel may need a barcode for some reason or another.
And not only that, it also uses, or part of this whole thing, the way it works, is it has a grind to it.
Oh my.
It's 8 weeks of grinding.
Yeah,
To
I
up
thought that
your
was
game.
hilarious.
Fucking hell. The way they worded that is just amazingly hilarious.
Yep. So the whole point of this personal satisfaction device is to prevent premature ejaculation, which is, I guess, is okay.
The thing comes stuffed with a, quote, engaging gamified application.
Oh yeah,
It's
where you
too
can learn,
hilarious.
experience, and progress.
Is it
Yes,
sponsored
yes.
by Astroglide?
No, it's not.
So sad.
That
No
one
longer
is called The Control.
The
And it's designed to help its users, quote, control and prolong their ejaculation time while also improving their overall sexual health via
We shoulda
an
saved this.
8-week grueling gear grind to get your own
And-
sexiest best in slot. Thank
Are
you,
there
PC Gamer.
just one question? Are there achievements?
I mean, you're getting BIS,
well,
right? So maybe.
well, right now the biggest concern is
Banana
like
Tune.
there's no 40-man raids. They want PvP.
That's called
the battle
Bukkake.
pass. So
Looking for group.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is my pocket healer. Oh wow.
Oh god!
Oh no.
oh god.
That's just not fucking right.
I just not to take away from the subject. My son's in the other
Not to
room.
dick around the subject. Is that what you said, sir?
Yes.
I love you.
My
That's fucking amazing.
my son was in the other room and he heard me laughing like a hyena. He walked in here and says, "Are you dying?"
I
But
mean,
just a
maybe?
little bit.
You're at the age now, Cajun, where laughing makes you sound like you're dying to children.
That's great. I mean, we can only go down from here. I mean, up. What?
You can go down. I mean, as long as it's consensual.
So-
Absolutely.
Ooh.
So, I mean, believe it or
Okay.
not, for as funny as this is, I'm actually glad this is a good application of AI. Kind
Yes.
of. I mean, as long as it doesn't like transfer your statistics. I mean, a leaderboard.
Oh
would
my
be
god!
all
Can you
right.
imagine fucking having leaderboards
This
or like
guy's been
Steam
going
achievements?
This guy's been going for a whole week. What's his secret?
Oh shit! So it's integrated with Facebook and it posts every time you get an achievement.
No.
Your grandmother is gonna look at this and be like, What's an achievement for Pound Town? And then you got to sit there and explain to Grandma what the fuck Pound Town means and why you're
Grandson,
fucking a flashlight.
I saw this thing pop up on my feed. It was the
God
five
damn
knuckle
it.
shuffle. What's that mean?
What's a bukkake? Like, now you have to explain to family and your boss if you add them to Facebook. By the way, as a point of note, never add your goddamn boss to Facebook or any social media.
Negative. No.
Because do you want to sit there and have to explain to your boss what bukkake is
It
and
depends.
why you've been grinding so hard lately?
That's why I've got my life
Just
separated.
don't.
I'm
Just
like
don't
Batman.
link it.
I'm
Just
sorry?
don't link it to your Fitbit.
Oh!
Why does it say you had 40,000 steps today? It's only been like you just crossed midnight. What the hell?
You only walked from here to the refrigerator to get a bottle of water. How did you walk 40,000 steps? Oh my.
Oh my.
Doctors are calling you because your heart rate's up. What the hell?
My wrist hurts.
You need
Doc.
to
What do I
relax.
do?
What's going on? I'm having a good time.
In other
No.
news,
A lot of people
in other news,
will see.
diagnosis of carpal tunnel syndrome has skyrocketed in 2024.
Oh no.
I don't know. It sounds like this machine kind of does everything for you. I don't know about carpal tunnel. You just kind of like attach and go, I guess. I don't know.
So instead
Attach.
of Pokemon Go,
It's poke and go. God damn it.
Oh man,
They have images of this
I've missed
thing.
you. I've missed you guys.
They have an image of this thing, and it has like this gold bulbous end on it. It doesn't show you what's on the other end of it. I don't know if it's like a PMD or if that's a fleshlight or what.
It's got a bulbous end on it, you
don't
said?
worry.
A
We're
golden
probably
Bulbasaur?
gonna see it. We're gonna probably see it in Hazbin Hotel. You know how Angel Dust is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be hanging on a wall or in a drawer somewhere. Absolutely.
Let's see here. What else have we got? AI video game characters seem as soulless as you would expect. That's not a
Yes.
surprise. I mean, don't get me wrong. The video here is pretty cool, where the dude's actually talking to the AI, but everything's at an even timbre. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can't talk about what I work on, but I can take you to the office and show you. Like it's like a completely casual conversation. Weird. But
It's
that's-
like AI is programmed to use all the buzzwords of a conversation, not actually understanding how they go together.
Mhm.
It's like moving forward, and then they add the word like introspective, and you're like, what the fuck does that even mean? Moving forward, introspective? Did you just look in like a writing dictionary for fucking corporate jargon bullshit?
Listen, that worked for me. The thesaurus worked for me when I was actually in Job Corps. How else do you think I won a writing competition for
Sir,
$75? I was a poor girl.
But see, here's
She
the
was
thing:
a
using
poor girl.
a thesaurus to actually win a competition—that's one thing. That's great. That's fantastic. Using because you can actually get books on corporate writing styles, and when you use those, feed it to AI and say make it work, and AI sits there going, "I'll just stick all the words together because I don't understand their context." That's just dumb. I fucking hate AI.
Oh, it's kind of like that one dude on Facebook who pretty much taunts AI into like making all these like graphic images or whatever. He's like, make it more American, make it 1,000 times more American, make it 1,000,000 times more American.
Oh yeah, that's a
So-
trend. Like, make it angry, make it cuter. So cute. Give him an army. Yeah, no, like it's.
Remove the peas. Those are still peas.
Oh,
I still
there's
see
something I
butter.
want to say, but I can't. God damn it. Wait, I'll just message it to Lumini. He can laugh.
All right.
Because this is not appropriate. You know, as far as AI going shit goes.
It reminds me of that Courage the Cowardly Dog episode where the girl's like, more macaroni, more cheese,
Less cheese. It's-
more macaroni. Too
There you go, Lumi.
tall."
And then just splish. I hate macaroni and cheese.
Enjoy your DM, Lumi.
Oh
I
god.
love.
I
that
see the
episode.
fella with the one next to it. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that out loud.
Yeah, but we can say that for After Dark. Because, god damn,
banana.
that's the first thing that came through my mind.
Yeah, no.
Banana.
Now I'm curious.
Make it more like that. More. Give it an army. Yeah, no,
oh,
we're not
Jesus
doing that.
Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just message the two of you guys. So there's you. You can have that. And then Nordic, you can have that. There you go. That's what I showed Lumi.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we don't say that out loud.
Absolutely not. No. But
No.
see,
That
as a
would that
Canadian, I make fun of this shit.
Yeah.
It's true because you don't live on it. You live through it every other week.
Yeah.
We're going to leave that conversation.
Yeah.
So, anyways, how about them sex toys?
I was gonna
Coming to a
say.
generator near you.
Oh no!
I guess you
Oh
guys
my!
don't hear me. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we can
What
hear you.
happened?
Here, hold on. Let me. Well, I'll have to turn you up on my side.
No, we hear you. What'd you say?
I was trying to like say something to Banana,
Oh,
and you
I'm
guys were like.
sorry.
"Blah,
I'm sorry.
We are loud. Sorry.
Sorry. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, imagine if it actually synced up with Steam, and you got the
No.
hours played.
Hours played.
Sweetheart.
God.
No, sweetheart. No.
Not like this.
They've
Oh,
already.
God.
I wonder if they did that
Yeah.
with the since you can now like hide the fact that you're playing hentai games on Steam now. So maybe that might work. Except that people go look at your profiles like he's been spending a lot of time in Control Center. What is this?
Oh no.
Listen. I'm not gonna hide my games.
Flashlight
I'm gonna just
configuration tool.
I'm just gonna let everybody know what kind of games I play once I start playing them, and it's a YOLO.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
played
no.
Mirror.
Till somebody asks you, when are you going to
I-
stream this new game you've been playing a lot of? I don't understand.
It's a really neat game. It plays itself.
Oh god
Oh,
damn it. No.
Dun-dun-dun. This is gonna be a good year, boys and girls. It's gonna be a good year.
Damn it.
Let's see here. What else on the AI front? I think I got one more, and then we're going to talk about something Amy brought up earlier today. Let's see here. New survey shows game developers are very worried about layoffs and AI. The whole tech industry has been suffering from layoffs like the last few months.
Yeah.
Big time.
Somebody actually spelled it out really, really well as to kind of a reason why that's happening. And it had to do with the Twitch layoffs, which, if you're in a position where you're being laid off, obviously that is the worst case scenario, and that is horrible. And, I do really feel for people who are losing their jobs. But when you look at Twitch's viewer counts, prior to COVID, they were about like a 1.6 million per day type thing. As far as viewers go, and then as soon as COVID hit, that jumped to like double that. It's 3.7 or 3.8
Mm-hmm.
million viewers per day. That's viewers per day. That's not converted purchases of bits or subscriptions and stuff. That's just viewers. So that's a lot of costs associated with that increased bandwidth. You now need more staff to handle the workload because now you have more servers, more bandwidth to worry about. And then when things start balancing out, once things start dropping off, you have an excess of staff. And unfortunately, when it comes to business, staff are a liability. Like they're literally considered a financial liability.
Yep.
Because we cost money. People cost money. And in the business world, that things that cost money are a liability.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that means you do have to lay people off, and it's awful. And there's really not much you can do about it. And yeah, it's easy to say, oh, well, CEOs just need to take a pay cut. At the same time, you look at a mom and pop shop, for example. So say you're looking at your favorite burger joint, and then all of a sudden they have more staff during, all the lockdowns and stuff, but afterwards now they're laying people off. It's like, well, yeah, because they had an increase in the number of orders they had to handle, but now, that things have evened out and sort of calmed down and they aren't getting these huge spikes, they have extra costs as far as labor goes. And most small businesses, the owners are not multimillionaires. And we seem to kind of forget that. We kind of look at huge corporations and say, well, CEOs and owners just need to take a pay cut. For some owners, they don't make much more than their employees. So taking a pay cut means you close the whole business because now they're homeless. So it really, really sucks. And there's not much we can do about it. And yeah, for big corporations, I would like to see them forego bonuses and say, you know what, as a method of not having to lay people off, I'm just going to get rid of my bonus this year. I would love to see that because I know that's happened in Japan. It's been reported a few times.
That happened with Nintendo,
CEOs
actually.
Yeah, where the CEOs have said we've missed our sales targets or our earnings targets for the year, and instead of going to layoffs, we're just going to take, we're not going to take our bonuses. I would love to see that, but I mean, it's North America, and you try pulling teeth with a fucking piano string.
You
And
try convincing Bobby Kotick to do that.
That guy needs to eat a lava milkshake. I was going to say something a little bit more horrific, and I was like, no, I need to make sure we don't get kicked off.
yeah, we've
Twitch.
already used all of our dick jokes for tonight, so I guess we gotta go to lava.
No, he just needs to eat a Popeyes biscuit.
Oh yeah, with no teeth.
Got him. Yeah, it's the unfortunate evil side of the capitalist wheel of supply and demand. When the demand goes up, you need more workers, so let's hurry up and get the more workers in there and get the supply up. And then when it tapers off, okay, you guys are no longer needed. Bye bye.
Yeah.
It's just part of the deal.
And the worst part
Unfortunately.
is, a lot of companies aren't in a financial position. When they start doing the layoffs, they're not in a financial position to allow them to actually give severance pay
Right.
because they're already strapped for cash. So they will give the bare minimum of a severance pay, and that's all you get. And it's horrible. It really, really sucks.
Yeah, it is. I mean, unless you're in one of those companies that always, like every year, lay off the bottom 10% and then hire more people.
Fuck.
God.
Those people are like, or the ones that lay off the top 10 so they can save money on wages.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if you do that, you can just eat a bag of dicks, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yeah, just swallow them.
Yep.
Preferably with some rusty nails.
Mm-hmm. Well, you probably get that from bagadicks.com.
Yup.
Yeah. Are
Remember-
they still around?
Yeah, there they are. You can send dicks anywhere you want.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Hey, Nordic, what's your address?
Yeah, they on that note, they also have giant gummy dicks, so you can like send them one of those.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm trying to say, Lumi.
Now, what I'm trying to say is that it's the equivalent of a baseball bat. So
Holy
my.
shit. What?
So
No.
what you're saying is Bad Dragon's going to come out with a new design.
Edible dildos. Let's go.
God damn it.
Oh,
Oh, can you imagine the yeast infection from that thing if it's pure sugar?
Now
Ugh.
available on Facebook app.
Oh,
AI
no.
Bad Dragon. Oh whoa.
Oh, no. That's not an oh, whoa. That's an oh, no. God damn it.
You'll definitely have a meat canyon after that.
There you go.
Thank you.
So long, everybody.
I mean, it's left the chat. Beep, beep, beep.
Yep.
Yeah, I need
Hey,
to get those
listen,
sound
Meat
effects.
Canyon's a good creator.
Who is?
Meat Canyon.
Oh, hell yeah, he is. I mean, him and a lot of folks have like actually changed up their strategy on YouTube because of YouTube shenanigans, which is kind of concerning me at this particular point. Is probably just due to their AI algorithm being dumb.
Yep. There's a company you can actually pay on a subscription base to generate your AI-based SEO information. If you don't know what the term SEO stands for, it's search engine optimization. Basically, it's a method of making sure when someone searches for whatever, like UDP, you're like, oh, I need to look up UDP networking. The first thing you see is the UDP broadcast, because we will have paid for the right SEO words and key phrases and shit on the back end of a website or a YouTube video or whatever, that search engines see that and go, hey, that is amazing and I need that. And it's funny, the Spiffing Bird did an entire video on it. And at the very end, he's like, you have no idea if this script is even written by a human being.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck yeah. Because and I mean, the way I can understand and tell if something is written by AI is just the amount of buzzwords it uses in the wrong context. It's what AI does. It strings words together that sound important, but when you think about it, you're being fed a nothing burger because it has no context for the words. It knows how to make a proper sentence and use proper grammar, but it doesn't know how to give it life, like if you imagine it that way. Like it's just words. It's like, here's a nothing burger.
Dare
There's
we
a bunch of
say
words.
it's missing the human aspect?
Political answers. Political answers is what AI gives you.
Oh,
Because if you've ever watched an interview with a politician and the reporter's like, hey, can you answer this? And they go on for like 20 minutes of nothing.
and never answer the question? Yes.
That's what AI does. And you're like, sorry?
Like that Miss America contestant where she was like, I think it was like South Carolina. She was answering a question about a nothing burger.
What?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'll have to find a clip from it. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, the entire idea behind not generative AI. This is large language models. Is that it has all the statistics of what is likely to be responded to and what word goes after the next. So, I mean, in effect, and somebody explained it really clearly, and I'll try to do the same, that it has no idea what you're talking about. It gives you a statistically appropriate response, but has no idea what it's saying. And it'll give you 3 paragraphs of that.
Just like a politician.
I had someone at work send me a thing that they were going to send out. I looked at it, I was like, you used ChatGPT to generate this, huh? He goes, how'd you know? And I was like, well, because you said the same thing 3 times in 3 different paragraphs in different words.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
so
substance
many.
here.
And it's bad
Maybe.
when you learn it. Sorry.
What's going on?
I was gonna say, whenever you get the chance, I did send you the clip. It's like 48 seconds of nothing burger.
Oh,
God damn. That's
Yeah, Miss
amazing.
Teen USA 2007, South Carolina answers a question or tries to.
is the audio good? Well, I don't want to get like copyright strikes for stupid shit.
Yeah, I guess for Miss Teen USA, you never know.
Yeah, it was from 2007, so we're not quite in public domain yet.
That was
the
quite
question
painful to
was,
watch, by the way. Thanks for that.
yeah, the whole like a lot of people don't know how to like find America on the map or whatever, and she just goes,
The way she
Oh,
talked,
her.
the way she talked is how AI writes itself. The way she talked was exactly how
yes,
it turns out.
yes,
But when
yes.
she said such as or such is, I lost it. I'm like, nope, I'm done with this video. Nuh-uh.
Crazy.
No.
Yeah, but on the topic though, developers are somewhat very concerned about AI and layoffs and whatnot, and it's for good reason. Like there is a lot to deal with there. The one thing that we can count on right now is that artificial intelligence is not a general artificial intelligence, which I think I read today somewhere that Mark Zuckerberg is actually aiming for a general artificial intelligence, which is a bad idea all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
But
We're
it's
going to give ourselves Skynet.
it's if you take
Listen, as long as our AI overlords don't kill me, I
As long
will
as they
flip
don't
them.
kill only me, don't care about anybody else.
I don't
Everybody
know.
else is nah. Just leave me alone.
I don't know. I'm hoping the
Yeah.
lizard people save us before AI takes over, and that's really what I'm worried about.
Yep.
But anyway, so on is he? Oh no.
Oh.
No, so you know about this for most of the week. My second kid has had a terrible cough, and it's like deep guttural, just right. Yeah, so I'm making sure he's eating hot dogs right now, and I'm making sure he's not choking.
I mean, when you're sick, a hot dog is comfort food, so I totally understand.
Oh,
Fair.
hot dog with like country mashed potatoes on top with some gravy, and on
Ooh.
top of a chicken fried
Chicken
steak
for the soul.
with a chocolate milkshake with malt on top. Yeah, no, like it's a whole thing. Anyway,
I think the chocolate milk would probably be it would probably add to the congestion though.
Yeah.
all right, the vanilla.
Details.
Sorry, I'm
Stupid.
like the mom in me is like,
Don't you do that.
That's fine. But anyway, so like the entire idea here is that I believe that AI is not going to take over everyone's job. I think the landscape of what you do with AI is going to change to assist with what you're
Yep.
doing. And I'm okay with assistance. I'm not okay with, hey, we're going to make a game. Type in to the keyboard, make game where a leveling system is as such, so forth and so on. And it gives you like a compiled game to go release. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
But that's what Ubisoft wants. What are you doing?
But here's the
yeah, I
thing.
don't want to hear it.
Think of
Look at our wedding
Ubisoft.
vows.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I read the wedding vow, or my wedding vows to you to fucking Lumi there, and he loved it.
It's great. Like
But
maybe, go ahead.
Sorry, I've been trying to put a little 2 cents in about the AI thing.
Mhm.
We go back to the AI thing way back when we were talking about the guy who made the AI bot that made South Park episodes. I think as long as you keep AI within your own intellectual property, it has a little bit more leeway than just having AI go out there hog wild.
Mhm.
Because the fact that they were making full episodes using just AI is impressive. It really is, to be completely honest. But I don't know. Like you said, there's going to be constraints and there's going to be rules that are going to be added to AI, and I think that might be the best way to go. As long as you keep it within your personal AI,
Hmm.
I mean, a personal intellectual property, that might be where AI can actually thrive. As long
Yeah.
as long as it doesn't cost people their jobs at the same time.
Well, speaking of intellectual properties and stuff like that, and AI making like full-on episodes, maybe Verbally should have probably taken a page out of that, or taken a page out of that rather, in the sense of he actually put 50 stacks down on that AMV.
Oh God. I didn't hear the whole story about that, but the moment I read the title, I was like, this man's did what?
$50,000 on an AMV.
Of
Oh,
Charlie chasing
yeah.
Well, there's also Twitch does Seinfeld as well on that you can watch at any given point. It's like 24/7 Seinfeld episodes, all done.
That's
So
awesome.
it is. I mean, like I said, there's a place for it. The big fight right now because we are also friends with Dankwart's Paintwater Tea House.
Mhm.
And like there's a lot of artists there, and there's a lot of things about like generative AI producing images backed by other intellectual properties, right?
Mhm.
And that ends up being the problem. Imee brought up an interesting thing, and I will let Imee talk about it because he can put it much more succinctly than I did. I did a little bit of research and figured out what the hell was going on and asked questions, but I'm going to let Imee lead this next part, and it has to deal with our new favorite game.
So, Palworld, otherwise known as third person, near first person RimWorld, mixed with Pokemon. The CEO of the studio is fully on board with generative AI to the point where it's just disturbing. They're suggesting that people will ignore copyright in about 30 years and copyright will no longer be a big thing. So stealing other people, I mean, borrowing and learning off of other people's hard work will no longer be an issue because you can just take everything you want. Um, it's just unbelievable. Like he literally, what's he say here? I was surprised to see the world is actually moving into the. Sorry, I'll give you the whole thing here. If you pass it through the filter of AI, the image is often not of a specific thing. So maybe the copyright issue will be resolved. And he's got a question mark there. I was surprised to see the world is actually moving in that direction. In about 30 years, the general public's perception of copyright may have changed considerably. I don't think so. Because when you create something, that's yours. You own that, nobody else. And for me to come by and say, hey, I'm going to take that and train my bot to make replicas of that or near replicas or take heavy influence from that, and I'm not going to compensate you and I'm not going to acknowledge you even exist, that's fucked up. And he's all on board with that. He's trying to suggest that people who make AI images are artists or illustrators. No, they're not. You're feeding prompts to a program to reproduce whatever the fuck you're trying to prompt it to do.
Mhm.
That's not art. That's not illustration. That's just, can I use a Boolean search program properly? Essentially, like you figured out how to use, Boolean terms in getting a computer to make a picture. Congratulations.
Now, to play devil's advocate, because you know I like to stir the pot.
Uh-huh.
Could an argument be made on behalf of AI that could actually hurt people who are actual artists, who actually are illustrators, but do fan art for a living? People like on DeviantArt, I hate to use that word
You
because
know,
but like fan art, people who sell art at conventions, people who do Etsy stuff that using intellectual property, couldn't they use that same argument to say if we can't do it this way, what's letting them do it that way, and it just ruin it for everybody?
So the big thing with fan art is you're taking the influence, you're taking the concept, and you're adding your own spin to it, but you're putting the work into it. You're not just taking other people's work and then sort of like bad ransom note from the 80s, snipping it out and gluing it together to make a pile of shit, a steaming turd, if you will.
But don't
you're
you see where
actually
they can make the argument that they are doing something? They're physically making it cause art. So
they're
they,
not. They're
but
telling a piece of software to do it. That's the difference.
yes, but
Is
but would that hold up in a court of law?
probably
That's what
not
I'm getting at.
So
because. Sorry.
I was going to say, I can see where Cage is going with this, right? So let's say you're an artist. Let's say you're having trouble coming up with ideas. Like, I want to draw dragons today, but I can't ever come up with a good concept. You start putting in dragon stuff, whatnot. I can see an artist taking that as inspiration to make their own drawing. Kind of like what Cajun's talking about with, I need an idea to take because Etsy, and they plug in some stuff. It's like, oh, that looks great. And they draw out the plans and whatnot and build the physical thing. Like, I can see that working. Now, if the AI generated the plans to make said thing, that's a different story, right? There's a weird fine line, and there's no real way to tell. And the big push right now is accountability on what was used to generate the images that the companies are responsible for, right? So, and that's where it is, because I mean, we as humans and barcodes, we we take stuff that we see and we transform it, right? I've seen Cajun's JoJo style drawings. I've seen Dankwart and his pancakes and all the other good stuff, and it's all inspired by this vast history of knowledge and experience that we have, while AI just churns it out after, like, I don't know, an hour's worth of learning off of material or whatever it may be. And I can see where the argument is where this is bad. Right, like for example, because we brought this up with Palworld. Even if they did use generative AI to generate concepts for the type of pals that you're going to get, which is why they probably look like Pokemon. Like the one that TikTok I sent you earlier today, Cajun, where the dude was like, "Oh my God, look at that guy on the left! It looked like Pikachu fucked Totoro and grew up in America." Right, so.
Like, if they generate the idea and the concept first, and then they physically make one themselves, is that the gray area?
Yeah. See, and that's just it. Because somebody had to write this algorithm to generate this stuff. So who gets paid?
And they still had to create the actual 3D models that animated and act the way they do in game. Those, as far as I can tell, there's no AI program that can make full blown 3D models yet, right?
Well,
as in this detail they have for Palworld.
Well, it depends on how many vectors or matrices they send to the AI. Because given enough commonality, it can make pretty general images. And because I mean, I'm trying to think, because each one of those, this is not a conversation for this podcast. Well, maybe it is.
Technically, because we're talking about power as a game.
Well, between VRML and the other ways that 3D files are actually written. It's really just it's all matrices, right? And that gets converted and sent over to your GPU. GPU crunches it out, and it does that like a bazillion times a second, whatever it may be. So you could take 3D models and load it into a learning model, and have your AI kind of go over it to find where the tolerance might be. But it would have to have other nodes in it. It'd probably be computationally expensive. So I don't know. But yeah, like where is that gray area? Right? We're on the cusp of another industrial revolution, to be quite honest, where it's not robotics that's taking their gerbs. It's people who can use AI better than we can. Like in the support realm, the reason why I have my job is because I can Google and Bing things better than you can. Right? And that's what it comes down to.
It's just kind of how technology is. Like, people who were just radio fanatics got pissed off when the first TV came out.
Mm-hmm.
People who loved cassettes hated when CDs came out. People who love CDs hated when the MP3 came out. It's just the evolution of how technology is. But at this point, this kind of technology actually infringes on certain people's way of lives. This is the actual point where the rubber meets the road. Is like, what's okay, what isn't, what's the gray area, and what shouldn't be touched. And I think that's that's why a lot of people, the moment you mention the word AI, they immediately just shun anything that has to do with it.
In your space, I can see it being very useful. Like, 'cause you work in a lab, you deal with fluids like bodily bile and all kinds of other stuff.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you get your sample. There's nothing to say that you can't throw it into a machine, and it gives you a cursory look at all the things there based on a statistical model, and going, "Hey, you should probably check this out, Cajun."
Oh, we already have that.
Right.
That's molecular. That happens in micro all the live long day.
Yeah. So, I mean, like at that application of AI, because it's used on real user data, right? It was trained on real user data. Like, is that something that we can't do? Like, it's in a weird place.
It
There's
is. We're at the beginning of the renaissance, as it were, of the AI.
Mhm.
So it's the next couple of years are going to be really interesting on where it goes.
All right. To Imy's point about the CEO of Pocket Pair, it's like there is what I think he has like an NFT game. Mind you, I say NFT game, it's an actual game.
Right.
Right. It's not like Earth 2 where you or any other the other NFTs where you buy these virtual things and then it tanks, I guess. And then it's not the fact that it tanks. I don't even know what's going on with this NFT game, but I do know that it's actually backed by a game.
Yeah.
Right. This is an actual developed game that uses it, and those are really rare. Most of the time, it ends up being just a digital market for shit that doesn't mean anything, and it loses value, and people lose a lot of money.
Correct.
Yes.
So how about a palate cleanser to close up the night?
Tank.
Yes, Tank. Welcome for Taki. Thank you for the lurk. Let's see here. Well, before we do palate cleanser, there was something else I wanted to touch on because this has been a lot of AI. I did want to talk about the Ubisoft Plus. So,
Oh yeah, where they're trying to go 100% AI everything.
Oh yeah, well Ubisoft has just been stepping in and saying you better get. Was it Ubisoft that said that you better get ready to not own any of your games? That kind of
Oh
yeah,
my
bullshit.
fucking
that's the
God.
one I'm talking about. Like AI is everywhere. It wouldn't surprise me if Ubisoft was like, well, our advertising department's now AI, which is why
Ubisoft goes up there and says people need to get ready to be comfortable with not owning their own games. Like, well, you better be ready about not owning any money.
Well, exactly. Like, so right now, and it's the same with streaming services, especially when they're geo-locked. When you lock a region out of a show because of whatever fucking reason you think is appropriate, all you end up doing is encouraging piracy. And I wish I was kidding because there's a lot of good shows out there, but every time I have seen a show that is geo-locked, the number of people who start talking about pirating it and where's the best place to download it skyrockets.
kind of like with the Pocket Pair thing. If you take a look at that thread, there's a lot of people going there, welp, and they post up an image of a pirate flag flying and whatnot. So, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say about that because I forgot what I was gonna say. But basically, like when you start doing that, so with Ubisoft saying you better get used to not playing your games, I don't want Xbox Game Pass. I want to own my game. I want it to be available when I want it. I want to be able to download it and install it when I want it. I don't want to have to wait till the next time it is on the service. And if you do this to me, I guarantee a lot of people are going to start pirating because we're human. We like physical things. And I mean, yeah, we don't have physical copies anymore for the most part, but you still have it. It's tangible. You have it in an account that lets you install it on demand whenever you want. So to take that away from people is going to encourage a lot of piracy. And I don't think the guy fully understands what he is suggesting.
Nope. It's just as bad as when Sony started saying they're going to start uninstalling or deleting movies from their library where you can't access them anymore, even though you already paid for them.
Well, and that's exactly it. It's like, I paid for this. Why are you taking it away from me? And yeah, you can always make the argument, well, you paid for a service. You didn't pay for the actual show.
No. I pay for my service monthly through your online store. I purchased the rights to actually own this copy of this movie.
Is that what your terms of service say? And that's
the gray area. That's where we have our IME at to start reading those.
Well, and that's the thing. Everyone needs to read those because you'd be amazed at what's in end user license agreements, terms of services, and privacy policies. Like, for example, if I was a writer and I wrote novels, like I would never use Grammarly. You can't pay me to use Grammarly. I would never touch them, even if they came to me and said, "We'll pay you $20 million to hawk our product." I would say no, because they take your content, and obviously it has to get transmitted to them to be processed and make sure you're using proper grammar. Fantastic, whatever. But part of their privacy policy and part of their terms of service says we're going to use your content that you make and train our AI on it, which means in layman terms, we're taking your stuff without credit. We're going to use your thing without credit, without compensation, to make our product that then we sell subscriptions to better. So on your hard work of your novel, we're going to profit, and you see fuck all. And like, it's amazing what's in a TOS. And some of them have been really funny over the years. So there was like one years ago that was like, hey, if you read this, if you get this far in the end user license agreement, let us know and we'll send you a check for like $100 or whatever the hell it was. It was old game, but funny as shit. But that's the
Remember
thing.
that?
It's like I can see them sitting there and going, you know what? No, the terms of service have changed. You no longer own your video. You own the rights. You have the right to download it when we make it available, if we make it available, and we reserve the right to remove it from the library. And I think that's what they're trying to head to. And I think that's what the Ubisoft CEO is suggesting, is that the terms of service will change from you have a legal right to install this to you have a legal right to use it when we say you can use it. And I think that's the
Everybody
direction
out
he's going
there
to head.
is do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
To be quite frank, I'm tired of all the services we have to pay for. Like, it used to be
Yep.
just Netflix.
Yep.
Yep. Nope. Now there's Paramount Plus, Disney Plus. There's, I think even NBC has their own thing.
Peacock. Yeah.
Right.
Peacock, Paramount Plus is the biggest one because it's not available in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to watch Lower Decks, there's only one way to get it. And you have to sail the 7 proc seas.
Yep.
I've never heard it referred to as that way. That's
Oh,
brilliant.
that's an old meme, but it checks out.
Yeah,
Trust
it
me.
checks. Yeah, okay. But
It's an older meme, but it checks out.
yeah, so I know Billy the Squid was also talking on Twitter about this whole thing where he talks about physical ownership. So one thing that folks don't understand is the actual idea of owning the game. You own the rights to play the game is what happens. That's the key. Because if you own the game, that means that you own the source code, you own all the assets, and everything else that comes with it, which is much more than the $60 you paid for your premium game, right? That we're talking millions of dollars. So time invested. And that's really the key. We have to understand that. Like, part of the reason why I even moved to a digital model is because the platform's stable, right? It's not going anywhere, right? And I can access my library anywhere and everywhere I want. Same thing with Amazon Prime, right? I have like, a couple hundred movies sitting in there and seasons of TV shows and things like that. I can literally access that from anywhere and do whatever. Right, but do we need another subscription service? Like,
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean,
God damn it, no.
between PlayStation Plus and Game Pass, and what else is there? I think GameFly was a subscription service at one point.
I remember that.
And then you got Nintendo Online.
Nintendo Online, right? It all starts adding up. Like, it's to the point now where I'm just going to start. Like there's going to be cuts in my budget because I don't want to pay $14 to $20 a month for 8 different services for shit I don't watch.
Yep, we're already.
It's almost like we need
planning
a
on cutting
company
Disney
to
Plus.
centrally manage these subscriptions, like a cable company, if you will.
Oh no, we're going back to that model, except
Oh
the
no!
internet.
Stop, sir.
I mean, YouTube is trying to push its YouTube TV down your throat. Like, it's a whole thing. Hulu. I mean, that's bundled with Disney now. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you pretty much get cable with just Disney and Hulu now.
Yeah, according to Twitter, I mean, Twitter OnlyFans has their own streaming service now. So
Yes. What is it? Only OF Games or something or whatever.
something like that.
Yeah, because Whitney Cummings does a stand-up show on there. Apparently, it's Whitney Cummings, so it's pretty much guaranteed to be fantastic. But she's got her own show on there. I've seen a ton of fans from OnlyFans, or a ton of ads on Twitter from OnlyFans saying, "Come check out these content creators," and it's all video gaming shit. And I'm like, "Is this Twitch 2.0? I don't understand."
Yeah, I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go. You can do whatever you want on OnlyFans. So, I mean,
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
maybe it was in response to the whole "don't pretend you're naked" thing.
Yeah, just go get naked because we don't care.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Cleavage is okay, but under boob is not. So deal with that shit.
But don't worry, now if you even use a pretend censor bar, you will get banned.
Yeah, some dude did that. Of course, he was like fully naked and he wore the censor bar.
That was Boogie
2988.
2988. Yeah. So he went totally naked, and he says it was his gut, but we're all pretty much sure it was his nutsack that was visible, which is fine. It's your nutsack. It's a set of balls, whatever. But a lot of women were sitting around naked wearing censor bars. And so and Boogie is not a small man. If you don't know
not.
who he is, he's a very large man. He's struggled with weight issues for years. But when he was doing this, like, very much like a fuck you to all these people who are, using censor bars and pretty much practically naked, he grabs himself and starts mimicking like he's pleasuring himself, but you can't see. He's like, you can't see anything because it's on my stomach, blah. And I'm like, oh my Christ. What am I looking at?
He had a good 3-day ban and he's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, they realized that, they fucked up. Because
Yep.
if you're going to only ban him, you're not going to ban everybody else who's doing pretty much the same thing. You're setting the wrong message, and you're opening yourself up for trouble.
Only bans.
Only bans, yes. Why?
All right, so there we go. I wanted to talk about that, and there's our sentiment on the whole thing. Fuck subscriptions. Like, I don't even have cable anymore. It's all subscription services, and I'm about to trim that down. But other than that, I think we should probably look to start winding down. I think Cajun had something to say before we started in. So go for it.
It's a brief little laugh, real quick. I know Imi's going to appreciate it. We all know about a couple of months ago, the biggest hoorah in the States was that drag queens were the pedophiles. Drag queens were the ones hurting our children, and it wasn't anything to do with the Christian faith. There was a
Dies
song.
internally.
Hang on, wait. There was a song. Let me find it. I have it right here. My mouse scrolled down. Here it is. There's a song called "Good Day," and it hit the top of the charts on the Christian contemporary music charts, and it's from a album called Bible Belt Baby.
Oh, jeez.
It was on top of the charts for a while, and it turns out that the song and the entire album was sung, produced, and created by a drag queen.
Fantastic.
Named Flamey Grant.
I love
was
it.
the top of the Christian charts with her song "Good Day," and it's a banger. Let me tell you that right now.
She's my hero,
dude. She went super viral during the pandemic because somebody had her come on there and like do like either like a miniature sermon or something like that in her drag, and she did it just for fun, and she went viral after that, which caused her to start making the songs because she grew up contemporary Christian. And when she accepted her Christianity, her sexuality, she kind of moved away from it, but still had that strong faith. So, she still loved the whole gospel music. So she started writing her own songs, and the outlash, and I mean the absolute utter just butthurt, pun intended, from the Christian community was outrageous. It even got to the table of our old buddy, old Abbott out there. And he got on the pulpit and did his 2 cents, and it's just been, I've been keeping up with it as much as I can. She's been doing such a good job riding this wave, and I was like, still not the drag queens, because we outclassing y'all in all aspects of life. Thank you very much.
That's what happens when you're fabulous.
That's it, baby.
So perfect, awesome. All right, so go ahead and give this a wrap up. I'll go with Cajun when that happens. So let's focus on Amy and Crit Chicken. How was the vacation? How was the holidays? Tell us what's going on.
It was good. It was good. I enjoyed every moment spent with them. I really did. I always do. I really do.
It was so much fun. It was a blast. Turpin Springs and seeing that what was it, that fish shack that says we have crabs. That's amazing.
Yes.
I did take a photo of that.
Yeah, it was funny. And we took my son for a walk.
Oh my god, that boy had so many goddamn questions. Although now at least he understands that Canada's not a third world country and does actually have computers. And he was shocked when I told him the following. Did you know that Canada or Canadians invented peanut butter?
It was interesting too because it was okay, so Ivy wanted to go to McDonald's, so we have 2 in the general vicinity within walking range, and my son's like, "Oh yeah, I know a route we can go." He went to the different McDonald's than what Ivy wanted to go to and ended up going further. I was like, "Well, guess you guys had a nice long walk together."
Yeah. The best part is anybody who knows me is I have no fucks to give, which can be bad.
No.
But I know, right? It's weird. But if you are going to do something dumb, I am very likely going to let you do that dumb thing, unless it's going to physically endanger yourself, just to watch you realize your own mistake. So as we were walking, we came to this intersection where we had to go to the right, and her son was like, "No, we're gonna go straight through." I'm like, "No, I promise, we need to go this way." He's like, "No, this is the way we got to go." I'm thinking to myself, I have Google Maps right open on my phone. I'm like, thinking to myself, yeah, no, that's way fucking further. I was like, sure, let's go that way. You lead. And then when we get to McDonald's, we make our order. And I pulled up my phone and said, so this is where we went and this is where I wanted to go. And he saw the difference. He was like, I forgot it existed. I did honestly feel bad for a moment, but I was like, this is what IME does. Have some rope.
Oh, but speaking of records and
Yes.
cassettes and stuff like that, we kind of got something for his parents.
Yes.
Aw.
Yeah, we got them a record player. It actually does like LPs, it's 33 and a thirds, 45, 75s, all that, or 78, sorry. Cassette, radio, FM only, which is fine because,
Bluetooth and CDs.
yeah. And they have a significant collection of records that they haven't been able to use for probably close to 30 years because the actual cabinet LP record player they have that's also radio tuner, the speaker components have died. The speakers themselves were great, but the logic controller that takes the output from the turntable and the stereo and pumps that to the speakers, that part failed. And I don't know enough about electronics to repair it myself. So for the last, number of years, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get them one. And she saw it on Amazon. And we're like, hell yeah, let's grab this. And yeah, my parents are thrilled.
That's
Amazon
awesome.
sent it to me, and we shipped it up to his house and
Yes.
surprised the parents.
Y'all too damn cute.
Yeah, my mom said, you have really mastered the shock and awe this year, or this past year. I'm like, yes.
It's kind of like in October for the weekend, I ended up flying up there for a wedding, and I popped in, and I
Surprised the
Therapy.
ever living fuck out of them.
Yeah.
That's
This whole
awesome.
space was amazing.
It was fantastic because I hadn't talked about her for like a week, so my mom was worried that we'd broken up. Because I was trying to think like, how can I talk about her without accidentally giving away that she'll be coming to visit? So I opted to say as little as humanly possible, just so I wouldn't, fuck things up. And yeah, so my mom got worried. We showed up at my house. I opened the door. I walked in. My mom comes downstairs to say hi to me, whatever. And there's Raina just sitting there, or like standing in the doorway. And my mom
Aw.
just stopped talking. Her jaw hit the ground. Like she just looked so shocked and thrilled, and I think she was about to cry at the same time. Just of pure joy. And she stood there for what was like almost a minute, sweetheart. I think it was like close to a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up. That's adorable. I love this story. Like if she didn't love you before, dead gum.
Well, yeah.
I thought about it. It's like, well, I was only there for a couple of days, and she's like, "How long are you gonna be here for?" I'm like, "Not that long. I'm just here for the wedding." But I told her, I'm like, it would be really bad of me if I came into town and not visit. So
Yeah, it was fantastic. And then we decided to stick around and wait for my father to come home. And my dad's got a routine like a lot of old men because my dad's old. So we let him come in the door and get sorted and get his routine done. And she was sitting on the couch.
But he was
And we
tipped
weren't.
off something was up though because the coffee
Yeah,
was already brewing.
yeah, my mom had started to make coffee. My dad normally comes in, he'll make coffee himself because he the guy literally at one point in his career, someone handed him an IV bag full of coffee and said, "Here you go." I wish that was a joke, but so he figured something strange was a little happening because why is the coffee made? And so he goes to the coffee pot, pours himself a cup of coffee. He hasn't even looked over at the couch, and the couch is like it's an open like concept kitchen and living room. So she's sitting on the couch in the living room, and my dad's pouring his coffee, puts down the coffee on the table, and then is going, I guess, to go to his office. And then looks over at the couch, and there she is sitting there. And he's just like, same thing, just everything just stops. Dad.exe has crashed and cannot continue. It needs to restart. And the gears are grinding for a moment, like, of him just realizing that, yeah, she's here. And it was unannounced. And hi. And he was like just beside himself excited.
Nice.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, that's why my mom was saying we've really mastered the whole shock and awe thing. It's like so we did that this fall, and then we got them the record player. Yeah,
It's like
they
So
love her.
good.
it's like we're living our own 90 Day Fiance thing minus the drama on TLC.
Yeah,
Yes, love it.
Good
I
stuff.
still can't get him to sit through an episode of that either.
Ugh.
You got plenty of time to work on him, girl. We'll get him.
So she has put it on, and I zone out within seconds.
No, you
Just
didn't
'cause-
do that. You literally watched it for like 5 seconds. You got onto your laptop and you put your headphones on. You're like, I'm not listening to
yeah, it's true. Yeah, I was like, fuck
That's-
this shit. I started
that's-
playing Darkest RNG instead.
That's Panda with any anime ever. Just fall straight to sleep. So I get it.
And well, oh, speaking of the record player, I got a record player for myself too, right? And then I got the vinyl for Cowboy Bebop.
That's
Ooh.
really awesome.
Yes. Yes. Amy doesn't know the music from Cowboy Bebop yet,
Oh,
but the
bruh,
whole
the seat belts are
yes.
amazing, especially the. I think the one that I absolutely love is "Call Me." Best song, the entire thing, and I can listen to that on repeat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one makes me sad. It gets me in my feels.
Well, it also it also brings up the memory of the episode with was it Ein and what is the name of that
Mine and Ed running
Ed,
away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
Ed, what is it? Edward Wong Travinsky III.
Yep.
These are all words.
Yep. Speaking of words,
What's the name?
I think it's. Is there anything else you guys did, or?
Tarpon Springs, went up to Gainesville for Chewy's, big ass burritos. He had a bunch of what was the thing that you got?
I don't remember now. I don't remember. Damn it. I can't remember, sweetheart. My brain died.
It's alright, it was good food.
Yeah, it was. We had octopus. We had shrimp. I had. It wasn't a gyro. It was something else, but it was really, really good. But we had charred octopus and charred shrimp and squid.
Mm.
And I've had it steamed, like the squid and the octopus. And, charred shrimp it's shrimp, right? But I've never had charred octopus or squid before. And it's not a flavor combination I like, turns out. 'Cause I love squid and octopus, just not charred.
Oh, speaking of food too, we also went to Ford's Garage.
Oh, nice.
Yes. That was cool.
So, yeah, my son was geeking out over the engines and stuff like that that were hanging around. Because apparently, what is it? It's a franchisee restaurant of Ford Motors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's literally like licensed by Ford to have their name. It's fantastic.
Mm.
And he liked the burgers.
Yes, the Borgor was amazing.
Yeah.
There's actually sorry, they actually have a 10-pound burger that you have to call a 24 hour in advance to order.
Say less. I need to go try this burger.
Speaking of burgers, I'm about to tell you the daddest thing I think I've ever come up with, and I got the inspiration from TikTok. I have a KitchenAid stand mixer, and I bought meat grinding and sausage stuffing stuff to put on it. So I'm going to be making my own ground beef because $8 for a pound for ground beef is stupid.
I'm the same way. I got my bad boy in there ready to be used this week. I gotta go get the meat.
Yup, just need a vacuum sealer, and now that I've got...
I got one of them too. I'm so excited. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I have a vacuum sealer. They are amazing.
Yep, I can't wait to get one because I can package up all my burgers, and it's gonna be brisket burgers too, or ground brisket. Yeah.
Talk dirty to me.
Oh, I will. Make me make some beef tallow too. I don't know what to use it for, but I'll make it. But yeah, that's the thing. But yeah. Anything else go on? If not, we can. Cajun and I can go.
Yep, I gotta go see the missus before she passes out.
Oh, apparently in Palworld, the 69th deck entry is Lavender, a tall lizard like pal with carnal desire to mate. They eventually move on from pals and to humans.
Oh,
no.
so it's Vaporeon.
UDP After Dark. All right.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh no.
I mean, I did watch somebody butcher a bunch of their pals.
There's no rules about Palworld.
It's in the description. I love it. It's like there's no rules for pals. You use them whatever you want.
Me and Lumi will be back playing some a little bit. I have to go see the missions. I love you guys. It was a great episode. I will see y'all later.
All right,
Bye.
I'll fill later. I'll fill it on my end.
I'm with you, Serafina. I want brisket now. God damn it.
So what Cajun and I are doing.
Look what I linked you. Look what I linked you.
Where'd you link it?
There.
No.
It's in your messages. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's
No.
right there.
No. We will not talk
yeah.
about carnal desires.
In Palworld, the 69th extra is Lavender. Yeah. I'm making this up. That's fine. I mean, it looks like it wants to grope all over you. Look at it. It's got thirst in its eyes, and it has this big bushy like front plate.
I'm getting a flamethrower. I don't care if they're illegal.
I don't know. They may like it at this particular point. I mean, but
God damn it! Into the meat grinder they go.
So what is Cajun and I doing? Ordinary Nights is still a thing, Tuesday through Thursday. We just met our goal for the Pokemon trading card game box break at 50,000 points. Thanks to Serafina for providing over half those points because she's awesome, and Cajun for completing it out tonight because we were like 49,000 something. And Cajun was like, "I got you, fam. Here we go." All right. So that's happening. So I will get ready for that. Once I get in my package from Sinvicta for all the cards, we're gonna go over all the cards I bought, and then we'll break the box open. There's like 36 packs in this box. So
Jesus.
yeah, well, I mean,
you guys are insane.
Who? Me?
How much does it cost?
Well, it's the latest one for the U.S. and it was like $100. So I'm like, all right.
Oh.
So now, if I really wanted to get into it, like Sinvicta, he has like Japanese imported in, and those things are ridiculously priced. But yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
Who knows? Maybe you'll break even on a collectible card.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're lucky, you will, but still. Yeesh.
No, it has a pretty crazy pull. It was the last one I did. Of course, I bought like 4 boxes of, I think there was 1 Korean, and I bought into a group box break where I took 2 slots because I really wanted to see what was in these boxes. And what else? I ended up buying 2 boxes of something else. So I spent a good piece of money on it. But I'm looking forward to showing it off, plus what I've received over the last 2.5 years from Sinvicta. So that's going to be a thing. But other than
Lumi.
yes.
25 more followers to go.
For what? Oh, for
Till
my
we reach.
yeah. I forgot that goal even existed. I stopped paying attention. Okay, yeah. No, we're 25 followers away from 200. So if you know friends, tell them to follow. Tell them to enjoy our content, or at least go try to enjoy our content because we're awesome. Isn't that right, everybody?
I will shut up and not talk as much next episode.
What?
I appreciate the support and just like people tuning in general. Like even Serafina, I love you. You're amazing.
Yeah, she is.
So should you decide to select star from me.nerd.net? God damn it. You are a giant nerd. I love you. I'm looking at the About page on twitch.tv/Luminari Weekly.
Oh, me?
Turbo Nerd.
Oh, dude.
You're fantastic, sir. Never change.
I will never. I wanted everything about this to be nerdy AF. and so
I
far
like
it's worked.
I like how you also have like the little like vertical bars like they have for Reddit comments. God damn it.
Yep.
Ah,
So other than that, we'll probably be Cajun and I will probably be bouncing back and forth between Palworld and Monster Hunter World this week, depending on what's going on. But other than that, I think that we're done. We're gonna go visit Dat Shadow Wolf. So if you like Booba Wolf, that's a place where we're going. Hopefully they're wearing their Mountain Dew shirt. Let's see here.
Nana, go get some sleepies
yep.
before you get crit on your head.
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't do much over the holiday except spend time with my family and um, I don't know. Worked on like work with Cajun and coming up with ideas, and I'm starting development of my Discord-based game. So that's going to be a lot of fun once I get that done. And not we'll talk about that another time. I talk about it a lot during Ordinary Nights. But yes, that's it. I don't have anything else. It's been great. It's been fun. First episode of the year in the books, episode 55. And I think let's go ahead and get this going. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. And I'm going to stop the local recording, and we'll get to raiding our friends.